Wow, I look great. If you're watching later, hello. Where are my pants? I just woke up from a nap. And I'm gonna go live right now instead of later so I can hopefully catch people in a different time zone. So that's what we're doing. Hello, Kirsty. Kirsty, I forget how you say it. Yay, welcome. Welcome. To my life. Welcome to my life. Am I out of playlist? Rude. How's everyone doing? Guess what? Look how good I look, guys. Da. Yes, Woes like problems. So yesterday, I look rough. Yes, last night or whatever, I did stay a live where I asked you guys to share what you were going through. And so I kind of want to do it again because it was actually really, really cool. Yeah, I just got up from a nap. Not like for the day, but from a nap. I got up at like probably 9. And then I couldn't get back to sleep until like, I don't know, probably 4-ish. No, maybe 2. Oh. Okay. So last night I did a live where I asked you guys to share what you're going through, and I picked a few of you and spent 5 to 10 minutes with each of you, and I want to do that again. And if I don't pick you today, I will do it again. I always do. I always will. I love doing it. And oh my gosh, Danny cleaned the kitchen. Why is he just the sweetest muffin? Oh my gosh, he's adorable. He's such an angel, guys. So the way this will work is, I need my pants though. I seem to have lost my pants. Hold on. So, you're welcome. Okay. So here's the thing. Just like yesterday, if you were here yesterday, and if you weren't, that's okay. Hold on. Just remember that if I don't pick you or whatever, just try and just kind of have compassion for whoever I am trying to give advice to. And if I don't pick you this time, try again next time because I'll keep doing it. So, yeah. What else was I going to say? I forget. Oh, if you're new around here, I'm not a doctor, not a therapist. All I have is a few decades of experience. So, hi. You want to say hi?
What? You're so pretty.
Thanks. Are you are you still attracted to me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, without a doubt,
You
actually.
paused.
Huh?
You paused. You
Well,
went.
I was trying to think of something witty, but I couldn't think of anything witty off the top, so sorry.
Everyone's saying hi.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so send in your woes and I will pick one.
You're doing Woes again? I thought you
Yeah,
did last time.
I want to do it again.
Oh, okay.
It was fun.
Do it after the kitchen.
I know. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. You're the sweetest in the whole world. Okay. You're watching an ad for me? Thanks. I don't know what that means. Oh, I do know what that means. Oh, is this monetized? Must mean it's monetized. Wow. Don't worry, I'll get demonetized in about 2 minutes. No question. But thank you, that's sweet. Let's see. That's amazing, Michelle. This isn't a woe, Shanny, but I may be able to donate one of my kidneys to my uncle. That's wonderful. That's awesome of you, too. Okay, let's do... Where did it go? I saw one. Oh, that's okay, Steph. It's okay if you need to go. I just want to go live a little bit earlier so we can get, you know, other batches of people that miss it when I go live so late. Okay. Where did it go? I saw one. Okay. Okay. Lisa says things are just rough lately, but I'm sure someone else might be going through something harder. Tell me what you're going through, Lisa, because every pain, every struggle, anything that you're going through is valid. And I have to remind myself of that too. Like, I remember when Beth was still alive, I felt so bad every time I complained when she was on my lives, but she would message me and she would even say it on the lives and be like, your pain is your pain. And there's, like, you can't compare it to anybody else's. Like, you need to feel what you need to feel, especially if you're trying to get better, you know? So tell me what it is, Lisa. What is tough? We're in space. Sweet. We are in space. Huh. I'm so depressed a lot lately, and it's been 2 years this month since I was taken advantage of. Oh. And it's like eating at me. That's a lot to be going through, Lisa. I'm so sorry. Have you been able to go to therapy at all? That is so hard. Some people, it's so hard to know what that feels like unless you've been through it. And I've been through it too. And I just think that if you can do whatever you can to ground yourself, there's a grounding technique I do all the time. Anything that you can do to remind yourself that you're not in that place anymore. And I know that's hard, trust me. Like, I have to do it every day, but I can't seem to. It's really hard. I was in therapy, but when I moved in June, my insurance doesn't cover it. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I think this is where you just have to be like, am I going to let this control my life? Because if I do, more bad things are probably going to happen. Because that's what happened to me, is I let it control my life for so long. What my abuser did to me, my abuser is actually plural, and I was able to forgive them, but until then, it was hard, and I felt like my life was over, and I felt so much pain that I didn't want to go on every day because I would get flashbacks and stuff. So it took me a while to actually start dealing with it. So the sooner you can do that, the better, before it gets even worse, you know? Just keep reminding yourself that you're not there anymore. You're here, and you're safe, and you're okay, and no one's hurting you right now. And now you can use that for the next time you feel scared or weak or anything. You can be like, well, I made it through this, and look at me now. You know what I mean? So you're not saying a lot, so I'll just say that I'll be praying for you, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. Definitely undeserved that happened to you. Not cool. The flashbacks make it worse all the time. I know. When I have a flashback, that's when I do my grounding, or I well, I don't know if you have anybody in your life. Do you have a significant other, or like, who do you live with? Who's in your house? Because if you asked them and explained why, they could all learn like grounding techniques, and they could know to tell you that you're safe no matter where you are. Like, what's your living situation? You live with your husband and baby. Yeah. So just tell your husband to bring you back, and to remind you that you're here with him and that you're safe. You know what I mean? I'm feeling really crappy today. That's okay. Like, physically. Mentally, I'm okay. But physically, what else is new? I don't know. I would tell him. I try to talk to my husband about it, but he doesn't really understand it at all, and he doesn't know how to be supportive. Okay, hold on one second. I need some water. Are you saying that he doesn't want to understand? Does he want to try to understand it all? Or does he just refuse to even try? It kind of seems like he doesn't want to try to be supportive. I wish Danny was here. Oh, he is here. Hold on. Does this get in the way of your sex life? Because Danny would know what to say about that. To be patient. What's that from?
You rang
From what?
from,
You know what I mean? It's from something.
like a whole
You
horror.
rating? But what is it?
Is it? It's not Adam's Family. It would be
No.
Monsters, maybe. What's up?
Okay. Oh, it's you, Lisa. Oh, okay. I keep thinking your name was Christina on Instagram. Weren't you the one that was like, no, the middle name is my first name? And then I was like, why did you put it your middle name then? So Lisa, come here. Hold on, let me scroll back. Danny's gonna step in for this one.
Am I stepping in?
Yes, you are. I've been so depressed a lot lately, and it's been 2 years this month since I was taken advantage of, and it's like eating at me. I was in therapy, but when I moved in June, my insurance doesn't cover it anymore. I've been trying to fake it till I make it, but it's getting exhausting. I forgave the first 2 people, just not this one yet. The flashbacks make it worse all the time. I live with my husband and baby. So how can her husband help? I try to talk to my husband about it, but he doesn't really understand it all, and he doesn't know how to be supportive. It kind of seems like he doesn't want to try to be supportive. Oh, and my last, that's okay. Definitely, yeah. Oh, that wasn't you, Lisa. Okay.
Well, I can't help with the fact that he doesn't feel like he wants to, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he just doesn't know what to do. And most guys, when they don't know what to do, they immediately they revert back to, I'm just not going to be interested in this because I don't know what to do about it. Does that make
That's
sense?
how you were at first.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, totally. I wasn't interested in it because I didn't know what to do.
Well,
And-
it
and
stressed
maybe-
you out because you didn't understand it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that stress scares you away because he for you and I am for Shannon are the rocks and the anchors of the family, and we have to kind of be the be all ready for whatever at whatever time, because you never know when you're going to be called on to fix something or support something or anything like that. And if you don't know what to do or how to handle it as a guy anyway, it's very easy for us to shut that part down and be like, well, I just don't know what to do. And they just shut down. Does that make sense?
What would you tell her husband if she comes back and makes him watch this part?
Okay.
Hey, husband.
Hi, husband. I'm Dan.
We
Danny.
love your wife. I love your wife.
Yeah, your wife is awesome. And I feel you. I feel you. If you're interested in supporting your wife through this crap, the best thing I could recommend for you is access as much patience and try to understand where she's coming
Education.
from. Yeah, educate yourself on the subjects, and you should know that it's a lot. It's a whole huge mess of stuff that you're gonna find out and you're gonna figure out and that you're gonna learn and things like that. And also, kind of back on the fix it thing, it's actually not something that you can fix. If you're a fixer like me, it's not a fix it thing. You can't fix it. There's nothing, you can't find this broken part of her and reinsert it and be like, oh, done. You know, sadly, it's not like that. But what you can be is that endless love, endless support, endless willing to be there for her as she fixes it. Because it's really, at the end of the day, up to her to fix it. Because it's got to come from her, or else it's just going to be a really crappy Band-Aid, and it'll rip off and wear off very quickly, and you'll be back to square one again. But if she's the one that makes the change, and she's the one that makes the fix, it'll stay there forever. But but you definitely have to be the and you have to make that choice. And I even break it down more to, you have to make that choice daily to be there for her. And that's the same for me. I have to make that choice daily to be there for Shannon. You know, I have to make the choice to be like, hey, look, I need to be there for her, and I'm choosing to do that today.
Yeah.
You know.
Could you also give advice for him on how to make me feel like he is listening when I talk to him? I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall the few times I've tried. I have things to say to you after him, like to your husband.
Lisa, be aware that you're talking to a male of our species. And again, I'm going to revert back to this. As a male of our species, if we don't know
Yeah, he might just be afraid
stuff
of
about
it.
the subject, we are, and we're being asked to take great concern and care for that subject, and we don't know about it, we're
Not
gonna
all men. We don't gender stereotype around here, but most. Continue.
we're gonna shut off. When it comes to guys, it's very standard, or very standard issue when it comes to that kind of stuff. So maybe first, before you start talking to him about the heavy deep stuff, try and educate him on the subject first. Give him a lot of info, and maybe not just about you. Maybe give him info about a lot of subjects, a lot of people, a lot of girls that are going through the same thing that you went through, so that he gets a better gist of
What's his name, Lisa?
of the lay of the land. Does that make sense? And Lisa, on your end, I'm going to give you the same advice. Be patient with your guy too. He's not going through it. He's not in here with you. He's out here with you, and that's hard. But you have to be patient with him too. I wouldn't have gotten far if Shanny wasn't patient with me, trying to figure this stuff out on behalf of her.
He was the same way in the beginning.
Yeah, like I didn't know.
It was
I had
like,
no idea.
It was like I was talking to a mannequin.
Yeah.
Like there was no he just was like, and I'm just like, are you hearing what I'm telling you? Like I'm dying. And you're like, because he didn't understand it.
Understand,
And so he
it
got
didn't
really
make any sense.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then he ended up going to therapy with me for years. He would just come and sit in and listen and learn. And then the experience of being together for over 15 years, so like I want to say though, Eric, hi Eric, welcome. That's his name. Welcome. I just would strongly suggest that you remember that as much uncomfortableness and pain and worry or frustration that this brings to you, I guarantee it's 10 times worse for her. And people like us need compassion. And I'm sure you love your wife. If you didn't, you probably wouldn't be with her. And so if you love your wife, these are things that you need to consider and realize that she's not doing any of this to hurt you or to burden you. She's truly hurting, and it's something that happened to her. It's not her fault. She's the victim here. And keep that in mind. Just, look at her as someone who's being brave enough to reach out to their partner and ask for support and love, because that's not easy to do on our end either. So you were saying, how do I start the conversation, Lisa? I would ask him to set apart 30 minutes where there's no interruptions, get a babysitter if you need, and maybe you could, I don't know, just make sure that, ask him for 30 minutes of direct attention, and ask and beg him to hear you just for 30 minutes. You can put a timer on, and for that 30 minutes, he listens and learns and understands what you're trying to say, and then go from there.
And again, be patient with him. If it's 30 minutes and he's just going to sit there and nod,
yeah, just
take it.
Who cares? Yeah, just
because eventually he'll
don't be like, why aren't you reacting? Just take
Right.
advantage of this.
Right.
If he's gonna sit there and listen, that's good. That's good, even if he doesn't respond. And maybe he'll respond after the 30 minutes. Maybe he'll respond right away while you're talking and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was this hard for you. Or you don't know what's going to happen.
And I think the bottom line here, now that we're thinking about it, there's no quick fix. There's no button that you can just say a certain word or phrase or a sentence and it's all going to suddenly spark interest in the both of you. It's a work in progress, guys. We have fought very verbally loud a lot about these subjects because I don't understand or you don't understand or we don't get it or we can't do this.
And I get mad that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, I mean it's not an easy thing. We're making it sound like it's very easy. We
No, we
fought
fight.
just as much
We
as
still
probably
fight.
you and Eric.
We still
Lisa.
fight. We still fight about
Yeah.
it sometimes.
So it's a work in progress because here's the thing.
Yeah, Chloe, for sure.
This is one of the points why we try and why Shanny tries and catches these things in more of the younger folk, because once you introduce these kind of subjects into a marriage, it really compounds it because you suddenly brought these huge issues and are spreading them into your family, you know? So then it becomes the big family issues because you guys love each other and you want to stay with each other and all that good stuff. Does that make sense? So
She said, sorry. I always start saying things after I've already started a fight. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, try
You
not to
need
start
to
a
do it
fight.
when he's calm. And then she also said, when he's nodding, is he actually listening? Like for you, Danny, when you didn't know what to say to Shanny, were you still actively listening? Be honest.
You're not going to believe this, but it's 50-50. Because again, when guys don't understand a subject, especially when it comes to our women and their personal problems, and especially when it comes to the more intimate side of their problems, it's very, very hard for us to engage because we don't want to know. That's the real honest
Not all
truth.
men are like this, but he's like that. Maybe your husband's like this. Who knows?
We don't want to know that kind of crap because it makes us feel
Useless.
helpless, responsible.
Worthless.
Should I go just find this guy and beat the shit out of him? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So it
Yeah.
becomes a very hard thing for us to wrap our heads around. So I'm going to give him another benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say 50-50 because that's probably what I put into it. Because as I get information, I have to process it. And yeah, maybe I'll miss the next sentence or two because I'm processing the first sentence. Like, oh my gosh, this is really big. And because I have to deal with it too. Like, this dude did what to you? And then I'm processing in my head, like, I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna beat the crap out. Oh
Wait,
crap,
does
she's
he
still
know?
talking. Does that make sense?
Does Eric know that happened to you, Lisa?
And I don't even know what the deal is.
Either way, if he knew or didn't know, just like look him in the eyes like the most in love you've ever been with him. Think of that moment, whether it was your wedding day, whether it was the second you said I do, whenever that moment is where you guys were each other's hearts. Look into his heart and say, I need you to hear me, and I need you to help me. So let us know how it goes. I will be praying for you.
Sorry, I hope that helped. Yes.
And yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. The worst thing y'all can do, both you and Eric, is give up. Keep talking about it. And if 30 minutes, try a 30-minute session. And if 30 minutes just becomes too much for both of you, remember, you got to be patient with each other in this whole thing. You got to be patient with him.
Yeah,
He's got to
Lisa.
be patient with you. And if 30 minutes is too long, knock it down to 10. See how a 10-minute just total discussion, not a fight, no fighting, because that gets in the way and just muddies the water. It's not gonna help. But you know, start at 10, then go to 20. What?
Maybe it's Tiffany.
Tiffany,
I
you're
love
my
her.
hero.
She's
Actually, one of the best.
never
one
give
of the-
up, give down instead.
One of the best quotes I have ever.
Yeah, give him a
heard in my
blowjob
life.
while you're talking.
No,
He'll
hey,
listen.
seriously. Well, I don't even remember where I heard this. But I heard this from somewhere, and it's been in my head for a long, long time. When you do fight naked, because You can't get angry at somebody, at your spouse when they're naked in front of you.
Yes, you can.
I guarantee you can't. Not for very long.
I feel like you can.
You want to try it?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to argue naked. No.
Why?
Because.
Why? Because it won't last. Look, you already are denying it right now. Because
His is like, that's not a bad idea.
Anyway, there you go. Happy birthday.
Anyway, I love you, girl. Let me know how it goes. I hope you got something from this that you can just tell him to listen. Tell him you need him to know exactly what happened, and this is how he can help you. Give him something that he can do to help you. So
Give him time to process after it.
give him time to process after it. But like in the moment, like start practicing grounding techniques or whatever, you know. Yeah. You're welcome, Lisa. Wish we could do more. I'm not a professional, but I have been married 15 years, that's all. Okay, who wants to go next? Send in your problem. Chloe, you have one? Oh, so does Annika. Oh, so, okay. Whoops. Okay, I think I said Chloe first, so Chloe first. That's crazy, Annika. Yeah, go to the doctor, get done what you need to get done. Yeah, I wonder if you have mono or something, or if you're anemic. Good luck, honey. Yeah, Karina, I feel like I could still get mad at him even if he was naked. I'm having a lot of anxiety at the moment. My dog is really old and has had severe lumps cut off her. Oh. And a lot of family are lecturing me on my autism and how I handle it. What? Can you be more specific? Sorry about your dog. That's so sad. I'll be praying for your dog. How old is your dog? And be more specific, like what kinds of things are they saying to you? Sorry. Oh, maybe he went outside. Sorry. When are you leaving?
He's supposed to be here at 6:30, so I'm sure he's a little late.
Why don't you...
Oh, there
There
he
he
is.
is. Your dog is 14? That's old for a dog. Wow. Okay, so what's going... Anxiety, anxiety. Anxiety. People in my house that I don't know. Anxiety. 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 I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Trying to listen. Anxiety. Okay, still waiting on Chloe's response. Take your time though, I'm just letting everyone know. I can see myself. Yeah, grounding won't work for this. This is different. I just don't like it. So. Thanks, Hayden. I have a lot of practice. can I do to fill the space? Oh, there we go. My family tell me that all my autistic traits are just me being lazy, what? And not trying hard enough. And that I'm choosing to stay stuck where I am. Have you been diagnosed with autism? Like, do they know? Like, is there proof that you're autistic? If so, do they understand it? Have they learned about it? That really sucks that they don't believe, or that they believe that you're using it. That's really stupid. I don't know why anyone would do that. That's really cold. And I don't know you super well, but I kind of know you, and I know you would never do that. So that really sucks when family doesn't understand your problem, no matter what it is. Are you lazy? Karina's saying, are you lazy and want to be stuck? Yes, I was diagnosed at 21. My mom and brother are the only ones who get it, but I'm getting sick of the lectures. Yeah. I also know, help me out here, people who are on the autism scale. I know a lot of people, and I know that in their minds, I'm not saying you're making this up, but I also know that in their minds, things are exaggerated a lot, and it feels like the entire world hates you, especially the ones you love. But that might not be the case here. I don't know. I don't know. I would suggest talking to them about it, like we were talking about before with Lisa. Like, set aside, everything's amplified. That's a good way to put it, Tiffany. Yeah. So maybe set aside a half an hour again and be like, can I have your attention for half an hour? And say, it hurts me. Like, I feel like I'm almost fighting this alone because I feel like nobody even believes me, and I need my family here. I'm not lazy and I don't want to be stuck. I just find it really difficult to, I thought that said orgasm. I'm tired. I just find it really difficult to orgasm. Just kidding. I just find it really difficult to organize myself and figure out where to go first. See, just tell them that. Just be like, listen, this is how my brain works, and it's something I can't help, and I'm doing my best, and I would love your support. If you can't give it, I understand, but man, it would be nice to have it. You know? Karina said, if not, try to show them you're not. Be the best you can be. That's all you can do. My question above wasn't being mean. I was trying to let you observe if you, I was trying to observe if you are or not. Yeah, I think she knows that. Yeah, I don't think that you are, I don't think that you're lazy or whatever at all, Chloe. Not at all. I know that this is a struggle for you all day, every day, and you have to spend your life surviving hour to hour, sometimes minute to minute, and especially when you have something that you can't do. I do housework and look after our animals. I even cook dinner several times a week. Really? That's incredible. That's more than I can do. Honey, that's a lot. That's wonderful. Keep doing it and tell them, like, have that talk with them and say, look, this is a big deal for me. This is a really big deal for me. And here's why, X, Y, Z. And just like explain in detail what goes through your head and how you, like, I know they know that you're autistic and stuff, but like explain detail by detail what goes through your brain and why it keeps you from maybe the life that they expect of you. And tell them that you're doing what you can do, anything you can do to help out, anything you can do to contribute, you're doing, you know? Right, Hayden. You've showed what you can do to improve by wanting to get better. Now it's their turn to understand and learn that you need and deserve support. Love that, Hayden. I'm constantly exhausted whenever I leave home, and I'm expected to drive and get a job, two of my biggest triggers. That's really hard, Chloe. I'm so sorry. Right, it is. Yeah. That really sucks. Karina has advice. I don't know. I just would set apart some time, chat, and make sure that you're in a setting where they'll be able to listen and hear you and not get distracted. Oh, really is? I didn't know that. Why didn't you get your licenses until you were almost 30? These taste a tiny bit stale. I was checking the date. Hi, Jana. What is happening? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Because I thought I heard something weird. Yeah, Chloe. Yeah. So that's my advice is, oh wow, Lemon. Yeah, see, everyone has circumstances. There's nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed of. And you're going through something that's really hard, and it sounds like you're not going through it totally alone, but sort of in a way, because they don't understand every aspect of it. So my advice would be to set aside 30 minutes undivided attention and ask them as kindly as you can to listen and to hear what you need from them, because you love them. You want their support desperately because you love them so much. Kind of like do that, kind of not like butter them up, just tell the truth and be like, I'm so grateful for you guys that you give me a house to live and food, and like start by maybe complimenting them or thanking them for whatever they have already helped you with, and then go into, there's something that I need you guys to hear, and this is what it is. And just be very gentle about it, and hopefully they will hear you. Yeah. Exactly. Look into their hearts and tell them you need them to hear you. Yeah. I have my mom and my brother, but my dad, his wife, and a lot of family and friends don't get how hard it actually is. My mom just tells me to do what I can, the best that I can. Well, lean on her then. Wait, do they all live in the same house, both your parents? Do they have like a chicken wrap? Can I see your phone? Don't they have like a chicken wrap there? If you try to speak your mind face to face and it doesn't work, what works for me is writing the person a letter. I love that idea too, Charmaine, because then they have to read it. That's a good way too. You live with my mom, my dad lives somewhere else. Okay. Well, it's good that you don't live with the parent that doesn't get it, right? But if you need your mom to understand more, then that's what I would do. And if other people are going to keep saying those things to you, even after you talk to them maybe, well then lean on the people who get you and who understand you, like your mom and your brother and us. We understand you. And there are people in my life that are never, ever going to give me what I need from them. There are people in my family. I love my family to death, but there are a couple topics where I will never have their support because they don't understand it. They don't understand. And so they can't give me proper support. So what do? I lean on Danny, my mom, my you guys, my family, the people that do get it, and the people that don't. We just have a little bit of a different relationship where it's just kind of more of a surface relationship, and we just laugh together instead of getting too deep or anything. So whatever that is for you, you know. Thank you for listening and giving me advice. I appreciate all of it. I'm doing the best I can. I know you are, Chloe. I'm trying to get a job, but without a resume and being over 18 is difficult. You know what? You're not even 18 yet. Honey. You do the best you can do. Okay? That's what I think you should do. You do the best you can do, which you're already doing. Can you get on disability until you find a job? Or if you don't feel like you can do a job, you can get on disability and maybe offer, I don't know, how does that work if you live with other people? Wait, I don't know how that works. Never mind. I don't know. I'm 24. Oh, you're 24. Didn't you just say you're 18? Who did I read? Maybe it was a different comment that I read. Wait. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to get a job without a resume and being over 18. Oh, over 18. Okay, I read that wrong. Okay, being over 18. Yeah, get the paper. I've actually been thinking of doing disability just because, what the? Hang on one second. Anyway, you know what I mean. Here you go, babe. So, anyway, let me know how it goes, girl. Okay. Let us know how it goes. I'll be thinking of you and praying for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who wants to go next? Can we watch Jeopardy?
That's what I was going to watch.
Guys, we're really old.
I'm not old. We like spending time with each other and answering random. Shut up. Stop saying old. I'm sick of that word.
Well, we are.
No, we're not.
We're about to eat chili and watch Jeopardy together. That's our night together. We're so old. Don't tell me who won the championship because we haven't finished it yet. I hope Ken wins, but only because he's from Salt Lake City. So what? And he's awesome. But don't tell me. Nobody tell me who won. All right. I know it makes me feel dumb too. I play a game with myself and I see how many I can answer per episode. And I think the most I've gotten is like 20, I think. And it's because there was a lot of pop culture stuff. There was a lot of food. A lot of it was food. Well, I think that's it. No, there were some mental issues too. So in that episode, I got like 20 right because they had all the categories that I know everything about. So. Okay. What's your awkward question, Karina? I love awkwardness. While she asks me that, send in, if anybody else wants advice, just send in your story right away. And I'll go back and pick one in a minute, so. Who are you, Paul? Paul D. Green? Wait, who are you? I've never seen you before. Are you stalking me? Are you outside my door? Guys, this Paul dude, I don't know who he is, but you want to know if you can have a wrench? What does that mean? Oh, you mean, can you be a moderator? Yes, and only get rid of people if they're being hurtful. If they're being stupid, well, if you see me trying to interact with something that you're not sure about, if I'm interacting with them, don't delete them. That's my only thing. Because sometimes I'll get people that come on and it just fascinates me, the things they say to me. So then I try and get to know them. And then eventually they open up. And then eventually they join the community and find love and support. And they don't feel the need to go and troll people anymore. So if you see me engaging in someone who's obviously trolling or spamming, don't delete them. But if they're being like absolutely crude or mean to each other, if they're being mean to other people, absolutely. So yes, you can have a wrench if you follow those rules. How do I do this? I forget. Okay, looking for a problem. Nobody has a problem. Hello? Paul, I don't know who he is, Charmaine. Paul's like, listen, I kind of know who he is. Like he, oh my gosh, I have to talk to you about this dude. Oh my gosh, he's so annoying. He like stalks me and he Marco Polos me every single day and he tells me how good I'm doing in life. And he tells me how proud he is of me. And he defends me when people are mean to me. It's just really rude. I can't stand him, honestly. Oh, and he's like the best friend in the world to my husband and to me. And he's, oh my gosh, he's so lovable and loving, selfless, strong, smart. He's just like, I just can't stand him. All he ever tries to do is help me. That's all he does. And it's getting on my nerves. So everyone can just ignore him. He's the cutest. We love Paul. Okay. Aw, Charmaine. I went to court today because I'm fighting my ex to not be able to see my youngest daughter, who is 2, and never seen him before. And it pissed me off. I cried to my mom today. Okay, wait, what? Okay. I went to court because I'm fighting my ex to not be, okay, so you don't want your ex to have your daughter who's 2, and why not, Charmaine? We need to know why. Tell us the story. Tell us about your husband. Who had cancer? I'm barely holding on right now mentally. I feel like I'm going to break down. I had to put down my birthday. Oh no, Emily. He had cancer. Me and my husband can't have kids, so our birds are our babies. I feel you there. This is one of the hardest days of my life. I am so sorry, Emily. People, what kind of bird was it? People don't understand when you can't have your own kids, what pets mean to you. And there's a lot of people that don't even understand why you would get a bird. But birds are super intuitive. All animals are, I think, but birds are very special. They've got a different aura, in my opinion. They're precious. I'm so sorry, honey. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I wish I could come and hug you. He had cancer? What kind of bird was he again? Okay, Charmaine. I didn't forget you, Charmaine, sorry. That caught me off guard because the bird thing, oh my gosh. Hold on, I will come back to you, Charmaine, hold on. It's okay, his mate has been calling for him all day. Oh. He was a parakeet like yours. He was a rescue and had the sweetest spirit. I'm so sorry. Makes me want to cry. Your husband's at work? Oh, honey. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I could hug you. I remember when Buddy died, my favorite, the 3 days after we moved in here. She died while I was binging and purging. And it was the first time I had done it in a really long time. I'd been sober for a really long time. And then for some reason I started binging and purging, and she started dying while I was binging. And she started dying more while I was purging. And I forever feel guilty for that. But I believe that you'll see your bird again. And I know that might sound silly to some people, but unless you have a little parakeet, you don't know how much you can fall in love with that tiny little thing and what they mean to you and what they do for you. So I'm sorry you're going through this. That's horrible. Oh, I would love to see pictures. He's really emotional as well. I wish I could hug you too. Oh, give him a hug for me too. Hug each other and tell each other it's a hug from me for each other, because Danny and I completely know what that would feel like. I've never had a parakeet that got cancer though. Holy crap. Lisa, don't give me money, dumbass. But thank you. Why are you giving me money? Stop giving me money. I mean, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. You're the best. Okay, I'm so sorry, honey. Hang in there and mourn and grieve like it is your own child, because it is your child. And people might not understand that, but I do. I understand how painful that is. So it is a cute doggy, that's true. Or a fox, I don't know. I think it is a fox. I don't know. Okay, back to Charmaine. I'm praying for you, Emily. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I want to like cry and just hug you all day. Okay, where is Charmaine? Hold on. Okay, so we were talking about, I went to court today because I'm fighting my ex to not be able to see my youngest. Okay. Because our relationship was domestic violence. Oh no. He also kissed my older daughter. Like, kissed her? Like kissed her? What the fuck? He kissed my oldest daughter. I lost that court hearing, but I'm bringing that up. You should. He also does hard drugs and is a liar. Oh my gosh, Charmaine. Because of our relationship. Oh, you already said that. Holy crap. Ew. Wait, did he like kiss her? Like kiss her? Ugh. Ew. Wait, was she his daughter too? You said he kissed my daughter. Was it his daughter too? I mean, both are weird, but I want to know which one. I have advice, but I don't know if I want to put it on the internet, because I have a very similar experience. Charmaine, next time I'm on Pringle, come on and I'll share with you something extremely similar that I dealt with. Yes, he grabbed her and put her on her lap and stuck his tongue out and made her kiss him. How old was she? That's freaking child molestation. That's sexual assault. How on earth did you not win that case last time? What the hell is wrong with people? She was 6 years old? Oh my gosh. Did you say it was his daughter too? Is it his blood daughter? Ew. 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 Ugh. That's despicable. Yeah, absolutely bring that up. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't want someone who thinks it's okay to make out with their child, their 6-year-old child. I wouldn't want my 2-year-old to spend any time with him, not even a supervised once a week visit. No way. I have honestly no idea. It pissed me off. My oldest is not his daughter, okay? Who it happened to, my youngest, is his. But that's still weird, though. That's still weird, though. Ew. How old was the daughter that he kissed at the time? Actually, maybe you already told me and I forgot. Hold on. I think maybe you told me and I forgot. Hold on. Oh, maybe not. No, you didn't. How old was she? Not the younger one, Tiffany, the older one. How old was the one that he kissed? Oh, she was 6. Oh, yeah. Wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, that's right. Okay. So the 6 is your older. Okay. 2. I was thinking the 6 was the youngest one, but no, the 2-year-old is. Okay, gotcha. She's 9 now. She was 6 when it happened. That's so disgusting. That poor girl. Does she talk about it to you still? Because if she does, you should use that too in court and be like, my daughter is affected by this and cries about it, and I cannot risk him doing that to our 2-year-old. There's no way. I can't believe you won or you lost the last case. That makes me really frustrated for you. What's wrong with people? Blows my mind. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope it goes well. I hope that you'll get a judge that will actually listen. And I hope that you can find the support and the closure that you need, because you don't deserve to have that monster in your life. And that monster doesn't deserve to have you or your kids in his life. Because that's really creepy. She talked to me about it twice. And she's so young. We have to bring it up soon because she's getting a youth psychiatrist because I think she has anxiety. Yeah, that's hard. That's so hard for kids. And that's going to be hard, like so hard for her. I know, it pisses me off too. Hi, Dee Dee. When did you get here? It's so hard. Wow. Well, I'm praying for you. And let us know how it goes, because I do want to know. Okay, who's next? I probably have time for one more. Danny just went to get dinner. Oh, that's a good question. Did you lose because they required 2 witnesses? Is that a thing? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know him. I don't know what he's like, but it just doesn't seem safe. I love you, Charmaine. We all love you. You're adorable. I love your dancing videos. Interesting is. Okay. Julia said, I got diagnosed with PTSD recently because I was in a hurricane and lost everything in a flood. I'm so sorry. How traumatic that must have been. How long ago was it? Are you in therapy for it? Are you on medication? What are you doing? Are you doing anything for it that can help you? Um, I can't imagine. I've never been through a natural disaster. Um, I saw a really small tornado once, and that's it. It was a few months ago. Oh, so it was very recent. Luckily, we were in the process of buying another house, but I was homeless for a time. Oh my goodness. Where do you live, Julia? That's so scary. I'm scared. I'm really scared of natural disasters. I've never experienced one. They fascinate me. I love like movies about it, but like they also really scare me. I'm so sorry you went through that. Wow. Well, are you in therapy? Are you talking to somebody? I was in the news, which made it so much worse. Oh yeah, because everyone talks to me about how they saw me in the flood with my dogs in my arms. Oh, honey. It just constantly gets brought up. Oh, that's rough. Do you have a good support system at home? Do you have someone that can also ground you and remind you when you have an episode that you're not in that place anymore and that you're safe now? If not, that's what I would suggest is whoever you live with, whoever you trust the most to my brain just stopped. Oh, to like learn some grounding techniques or even just like say to you, hey, you're safe, you're here with me. Hopefully you have a good support system. I don't know if you do, but yeah, that is hard. It's almost like you were a celebrity for the worst thing. Like no one would want that. Oh, I saw you on the news when you were desperately trying to save your babies and how traumatic it already was for you. I can't imagine. People keep on bringing it up. I couldn't do it. Yeah. I am in therapy. That's good. It does help. And then from the Bahamas, it was hurricane. I'm from the Bahamas. Oh, I don't know where that is. I don't know what that is. Like I've heard of it, like Bermuda, Bahama, but I don't know where that is. I don't even know if it's in a state. Well, it's not a state, but I don't know where it is. But I know it's tropical, so that makes sense. It was Hurricane Dorian. Oh, okay. I live with my family and they help me, but they also have PTSD. Yeah, so it can be hard for them. Yeah. Just, I mean, in a way, you can use that to actually bond with each other instead of trigger each other or be, it's okay to be traumatized by this. You went through a trauma. It's okay to feel afraid and uncomfortable and unsafe. Like that's just a natural response for what happened, but don't let it control you. And maybe you can also, maybe it would help if you stepped out of your comfort zone and helped the people in your home. So like if they're having a flashback or something, and even if you are too at the same time, focus on them, focus on helping them, and then whatever you end up saying to them to calm them down, say that to yourself. So just get out of your own head and talk to them and listen to them, and then tell yourself those same things. Yeah. Jeez, that's scary. I'm glad you're in therapy. Keep going. And I'm sorry, babe. Okay, I think I still have time for one more. Send in your problem. I agree. My cousin who was in another island considered suicide, and I talked to him regularly. Oh, man, that must have been bad. I can't even imagine. Wow. I'm glad you're okay, though. I'm glad that you're alive. And that's a good idea, Tiffany. Shanny, I have another tip for when you fight. Suck helium out of a balloon, and the first one to laugh loses. Was that a fart? I could hear that all the way up here. Wait, do not bring that in here. Do not bring that in here. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there.
It's funny when I make noise because I usually don't make noise.
I'm sorry though, Julia. I'm praying for you, girl. Lean on each other, right? Like, be together, help each other, get out of your own head, help them, and it will probably help you. That's what I've been doing the past couple days, trying to focus outward instead of inward, and it makes me feel a lot better mentally. Well, I thought we had time for one more, but Danny's here, so I think I'm gonna go. But we'll do this again, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week, I don't know. We'll do it again, so thank you for being patient, and if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. Come back and we'll do it again. And yeah, I love you guys. Hang in there. I will too. I here at the gym laughing at that part. I will too. Could you guys hear it on here? That's funny. Yeah. I'm struggling too, but do something for, just get out of your space, and it does wonders. So no music, just educating Shanny. Hold on, I need to tell him that. Paul said, yeah. I love and appreciate you too, Emily. All of you. Thanks for sticking with me, even though I'm a mess right now. Paul said, haha, I'm at the gym laughing at that fart.
I didn't hear any food while you're at the gym, sucker. Yeah, that's pretty rude.
Yeah. He eats too. He eats those little bars. And chicken. Does he eat chicken? And he
He
eats,
eats everything now.
he just doesn't eat carbs
He's fine.
or sugar.
I'm just saying I'm not at the gym working out. That's what I mean for.
All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, hey Danny, our airsoft video's up.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go be together. I will see you guys tomorrow for something. And I love you all. And remember forever and always that you're beautiful.
You're right, Dad.
And I am too. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.